Hey, Mr. Cushman.
Hey, Mr. Leopold.
You got a great summer?
I've had an amazing summer.
All right, let's get started.
Let's go, students. My name's Mr. Cushman. I'm your building principal, and this is...
I'm Mr. Leopold.
Welcome to Hayes. We have a schedule up here
Oh,
on
wait
the
a second,
board.
Mr. Cushman. We gotta make sure
yes.
we're
Socially
distanced.
distanced.
We are far enough
We're
apart.
about 8 or 9 feet apart with our masks on at this time.
Yep.
We wanted to build this video to help shine some light on how our schedules are going to look different this year. Even if you were a 7th grader in our building with us last year, as an 8th grader, your schedule will look different this year. We've brought more electives to Hayes. We're so excited. It's been a lot of work and a lot of progress we've made with that, so we wanted to make a video to share how your elective offerings are broken up across 3 trimesters. So Mr. Leopold, why don't you explain the beginning of our example
Absolutely.
schedule?
So you look up here, here's an example schedule, something that you might see if you've already signed into PowerSchool. You see your schedule divided up into 3 trimesters. Trimester 1 begins in September, trimester 2 begins in November, beginning of December, and then trimester 3 takes us to the rest of the year. And then kind of the main skeleton of your schedule starts with 4 core classes: social studies, math, science, or English, and they can really be in any order, but those 4 classes take up 4 class periods.
And you keep your same teacher for English, science, math, and social studies. Where you will rotate is in your 2 class periods of the day. And that might be 4th hour and 6th hour, it might be 3rd hour and 5th hour, it might be 1st and 2nd hour, depending on how your schedule is built. You will rotate only during your elective classes. So for example here, during this student's 5th hour, in their first trimester they'll have PE 1, physical education 1. Then in 2nd trimester, 5th hour, they'll have physical education 2. But then in 3rd trimester, 5th hour, they'll have exploratory Spanish. And mind you, these could be with different teachers. Same thing applies with 6th hour. This person has visual arts mixed media for 1st trimester. 2nd trimester, this student has STEM-based visual arts. And then 3rd trimester, 6th hour, they have PE. So that's the big difference. There is no longer Encore offered here at Hayes. We can no longer offer Encore because we've greatly increased the amount of electives our students can take.
Now, there are some electives that are year-long electives. For example, the language classes, the high school credit ones like Spanish, French, and German, also choir, band, links, those are year-long elective classes. So if you have that, that's also going to take up the whole year with one teacher, and that would take up one of these elective slots in here. So instead of having 6 electives, you would have 3 trimester electives and then 1 year-long elective on your schedule.
Yep, that's a good point, Mr. Leopold, to mention, because that does take, a year-long elective does take away some of the choices that you have, unfortunately, in electives. So something else to keep in mind with the elective classes, if you are a 7th grader, you will only have 5 slots for your electives because all 7th graders are required to take health. So for example, in trimester 1, if you have health scheduled as one of your elective spots, you would take health in trimester 1. It's only a trimester long in duration. Then after that, you would go back to your elective classes.
And then so as you're looking at this, you might be thinking, well, when's lunch fit into all this? Really, we're not going to worry too much about lunch in the school building until we actually come back to the school building, and we'll tell you how that fits into your schedule at that time.
Hello again, Hayes students. We want to take a quick minute here to talk about our daily routine that will be a little bit different for our 8th graders because we'll be starting our school day a little later on. Our school day will begin at approximately 8:15 in the morning, and it will end at approximately 3:15 if you are seeking support from your teacher. If you're not seeking extra support from your teachers, then your school day could technically end at 2:25. We have structured, as we sent in the email, we have structured the school day into 55-minute hours so that it mirrors what we typically do here at Hayes for instruction. And it also gives you a structured time scale to follow so that if your teachers have lessons for you at specific time frames throughout the day, you can still meet those lessons. Please remember that the structure that we have set up is very flexible based on your learning needs. So Mr. Leopold is going to talk about that next in a few seconds.
Mr. Cushman's out of his room. I can take off my mask and we can talk. So you're going to be learning in two different ways, really. There's going to be things called live sessions, and those are also called synchronous sessions. And then there's on-demand sessions, which are also called asynchronous. Most of your work is going to be done asynchronously or on demand. That's where you're going to be able to go onto the website that we're going to be telling you about. It's called Buzz. And you're going to be able to just kind of complete assignments that are there and watch videos and complete activities. But then there's also going to be other times that are golden times. These are live sessions where you're going to be able to meet face-to-face with your teacher. And that's going to be about 30 to 60 minutes per day. And you're going to go for example, first hour, remember on our other example, first hour was social studies for that student. So they can count on having at least 2 of those live sessions per week during that first hour time slot with their social studies teacher. You need to do everything you can to get to those, because that's where you're really going to get to see them face to face and see the students in your class face to face. But then the rest of the time is going to be kind of some independent work. Now, as Mr. Cushman was saying, at the end of the day, there's going to be support time, and that's a time for you to kind of drop in and see your teacher and meet with them face to face. There's going to be a link on the top of their class page to get you into there at the end of each school day, just if you need a little bit of help completing. All right, we're going to be hosting 2 virtual orientation sessions, August 31st and September 1st. And we encourage you to attend one of these virtual orientation sessions with your parents. There's going to be a lot more information provided to your parents next week about those orientations, so make sure that you come.
Yes, we do encourage that, Mr. Leopold. That'll be very important information, and there will be more videos that we'll post to our YouTube page moving forward, especially throughout the school year, to keep everybody in the loop and to support our students. Fall sports. Right now, fall sports are on delay. We've put information in there for both you and your parents to review. We will be following the guidelines set forth by the state in regards to that, especially the social distancing, right? Stay tuned for more information about sports. Our athletic baker, Mr. Steve Baker, he will also help keep the community up to date in regards to that. That's all we have for now. Thank you so much for your time. We hope this video was beneficial to you. We look forward to a great school year. Look forward to working with all of you. If you need support, please reach out to us via email. We're here to help.